Because sometimes you just gotta listen to that small, still voice inside you. And a lot of times it's the man upstairs. So today I listened to that small, still voice. Can confirm. I mentioned it during Raw and Uncensored. Yeah, what up? You're gonna have to forgive me. I took a double dose of the mullein leaf. So yeah, I got I got stuffs. Mary Janice, Jim Wolf, Val Marie, Buster JC, Sony. Mary, did I say Mary? Yeah, okay, you got a twofer. Captain Lowe, Jamie, Texas Baller, what up? Angie, Sylvia, that was awesome, Sylvia. Tom Lars, what up, brother? Bruce. Alright, so, yeah, I listened to the voice. Remember, during Raw and Uncensored, I said, you know what? I didn't say something's telling me. I said, I'm gonna just give it a try. Something was telling me I should come over here. I was planning, I did have a plan B for where I was gonna go in the vicinity, but, you know, at Caesars, but I popped my head in here, and sure enough, internet functional. Internet freaking functional. So here we are at my favorite place to have coffee ever. Oh, you know what? They just started doing like happy hour specials too. There's like $5 beers. You know, I think they're mostly domestic. Kyle, what up, brother? 37 months. Happy Friday to everyone. So glad we're done with this week. Yeah, this week was interesting. Love you all, and bro, I love you too, brother. What up, Bubba? Hey, Lance. Ms. Google. Yeah, I'm totally stoked. I can't even express the stokage. Like I said, I did have a plan B. I was gonna go over to the Americana, but sure enough, I just had a gut feeling I should just give it one more shot. I mean, I don't know what next week's gonna bring. However, favorite place for coffee, favorite people, favorite location, favorite place to do chat and chill. So here we are. What a relief. What a nice end to a nice week. Steven with the 10 banana rounds, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That will go towards parking. If I did it on a Monday, it'd be cheaper. It's like $10 more to park on weekends, but I don't know. There's just something about ending the week here. I just love it. And Janice, thank you very much for the 10 as well. Let me heart that, like it, give it all the stuffs. Yeah, there we go. Hearts, likes. Yeah, plan A was functional. And you know what? I honestly would have missed the people over here. You know? Again, I've been coming here a year. Maybe over a year. I'd have to go back and look. Again, that mullein leaf is like loosening up all sorts of stuff in my lungs. You know, stuff I breathed back when I was like 14 is coming up. Alright, I don't have a spoon. Wow, these are heavy. True bar coffee. Yay. this is, yeah. I'll just say it's freaking awesome. Alright, let's do a taste test here. I'll turn the camera around momentarily. I want to relish the looks. True bar in the house. There's two over here. I think they're on their getting to know each other date. And she was explaining to him why she gets tattoos. She has a tattoo with some other dude. You can tell he's not happy. He's just like rolling his eyes and shit. She's got like some tattoos of some other dude, and she's like, well, you know, like, I'd get one with you. That way I could remember you too. Like he's already in the past and he's just like rolling his eyes. I'm listening to the whole conversation. I'm like, bro, that's a basket of red flags. But it's Vegas. Oh, that's good. 109. Yikes. It is. When I got out of the car, it was 105.2 over here. And a little bit on the humid side. Buster! I appreciate the 10 banana rounds too. For the greens and my coffees. Yeah. I think Jim B said it was like 104 where you guys are at. That's nuts. 65, I'll take that all freaking day. Yeah, don't even want. All right, wait, hold on. That way you know what I'm talking about here. Let's be all stealthy. Yeah, he bit off more than he can chew over there. She's like, but I'd get a tattoo with your name too. Oh, jeez. Cause all in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Or another notch on my bedpost. Yeah, 105.2. The first week of September is butt. Jeff, oh my God. Just stop. Just freaking stop. It's, you know. Alright. Realistically, we got another 2 weeks before it stops. Yeah, I'll give him some counseling. Yeah, just another name on my thigh next to slippery when wet. Yikes! You got an Olight ad? I'm gonna go. I got the official super duper invite to the VIP whatever over at the Olight store. I think that's on the 14th. You'll take her? All right, Lance, you could have her. I mean, you know, for how long? I mean, no woman is yours. She's just yours for now. I don't care who she is, but that's the truth. I mean, yeah, you know, for a night or two, why not? 85 in West. Wow, why is it so hot? It must be that global warming. I guess it's true. Mary left 60 degrees by you. I know. All right, enough of them. You can't adequately see. Hold on. All in all, you're just another brick in her wall. You can't adequately see the guy's eyes rolling. I mean, should we just like? It's the ultimate people watching, you know. I mean, he's just like, you can tell by his he's like this. He's got his arms crossed so hard, he's gonna hurt himself. And he's like just nodding his head. Yup, okay, yup, all right, yup. Yeah, he's totally closed off to whatever she's trying to sell. I mean, I've made mistakes in my past, but I learned from them. 100, yeah, Kyle, that's what I've been hearing. Like, your neck of the woods is like as hot as it is out here. Down at 88. See, that's a thing that does not change in Vegas, unlike other places. If it's 105 at like 1 in the morning, it'll still be 100 or 99. Like when I got up this morning, it was the same yesterday. This is like normal. I was out 7:15 and it was like 92. I had a book out somewhere at 10, it was already 102. There's just no relief. Yeah, see, Ms. Google, exactly, you nailed it, because guys are just like, you know, I mean, you know what, he probably brought, the way they're behaving and everything, I think he brought her out here for the weekend, you know, whatever. Hey, you know, come to Vegas with me, blah, 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 all this other shit. So, you know, he's got to deal with it. I mean, otherwise he'd be just like, oh, nice meeting you, I'm out. But, yeah, I mean, he's still going to let the little head dominate, and, you know, he'll toss her 1 or 2, and she keeps looking over here, too. No, don't aim that in my direction. And he'll have to deal with that awkward flight home, and then he'll have to go with Chuck Woolery, and describe the whole freaking date for a half hour and all the other shit. She can put my Lance, you crazy, bro. I'll slip her your number. I'm sure she'll take it. But at what cost? Are you willing to go down that rabbit hole? I have a shot? Yeah, maybe. Oh. The first kiss. We should be pointing the camera over there. I think that'll be more fun. Yeah, you remember the love connection. Be back in 2 and 2, And let's see if the audience says you could have another date. That's funny. Yeah, maybe they are negotiating price. That could, but I think the dude's no. I'm gonna say hello. If she keeps looking over here, I'm just gonna go, how you doing? But I don't know if ding this guy's karma. Yeah, but I don't think there was any tongue involved. It was just like, whatever. I'm a people watcher, I can't help it. But, what did we come in to do? Oh, we're chatting and chilling. We gotta figure stuff out. Like this coffee. She talks a mile a minute. She could talk the balls off a rhinoceros. So can I at times. I do, but unfortunately right now, how you doing? Good. Unfortunately right now, he's the rhinoceros. Oh, here comes the check here. Oh, let's watch this. Let's pretend we're not. Well, let's just watch how this goes down. The check is coming. This should be very telling. He's using a card, so I would say unless that's a business card, he's probably not married. But he doesn't want that on his credit card if he's married. See, this is fun. This is more entertaining than me. Let's get the wide angle so we can see if there's any ass grabbery or anything. Alright, is she split? Oh, she's reading it. Why is she reading the bill? Is she gonna pay? Yeah, she's checking the bill. This isn't a good enough angle. Wait, hold on. Let's see what other red flags we pick up on. She thinks it's funny. No, he's reaching. What? It's his card, but the bill's in front of her. Yeah, maybe they're going Dutch. All the red flags. No, maybe she is. Wait, hold on. If she offers to pay half, she's looking for an exit strategy. Even if she does, you can't fault a woman for not wanting to pay and for paying. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter, even if it's a shitty date or whatever. Dude should pay. It's freaking coffee. It's not Bovets. Alright, let's see what transpires here. I'm gonna rip through this coffee. I'm gonna want another one momentarily. Alright, let's count how many times she looked like. He's like, yeah. Oh, that's 2, that's 3. Maybe she's conscious of the camera, but I'm talking to it, so maybe she's thrown off. He's stared into space. Alright, this is getting interesting. Alright. Oh, she just said okay. Let's see how long it lingers after the check has been served. Because if he really wasn't down, he'd be just like, alright, cool, we're out. They need the table. I'm off like a prom dress. But look at his mannerisms. He's just like bobbing his head and he's just like whatever. I mean, he ain't a schlub. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're seeing that, right, Buster? You're seeing that. You're seeing that. Look at his foot. He's doing what I do under the table. I am always in that mood, even if I'm not. I just got that A-type freaking personality. I'm constantly like, unless I'm like extraordinarily chill. But he's ticking like a freak. You see the tattoos on the arm that she was explaining to him? She's got like a plethora of dudes' names on her arm. Hey, Bror Fredrik, what's going on, Bert? Oh, classics. I'm confused too. But yeah, he's doing the nervous tap. Should we interview them? So, you getting a prenup? All right, the moment of truth. What is she doing? What's going on here? She got a coupon? I think she has a coupon. Oh, Andrew, see, we're all picking up on the same thing. All right, so I'm not nuts. I love analyzing shit like this. She got him a coupon. She definitely got a coupon going on. I mean, that's kind of beat. I wouldn't wait around for a freaking coupon for a coffee date. They had like one freaking drink. Just gonna get the BOGO. Yikes. I don't know if they have a coupon thing going on. I know finally they're doing a happy hour beer special for $5. That I know. But again, both I and Janice contacted them to see if we could put together an event, over here for Bra Nation Get Together 2025. And it was, because we saw I saw at one point, we all saw at one point, that you could rent, remember the bridal party I crashed? You could, you could rent this out. How you doing? You could rent this whole side out, but they won. There she is. There's a girl. Yeah, Haley is officially gone, by the way. You could rent this whole side out, but the price was freaking astronomical. I mean, it wasn't them being dicks. It's astronomical. Like an open bar type thing. We were just like, whoa, they ain't paying those $60 or $70 a person. Yikes. Yeah, at least she's a cheap date. I mean, what was she showing now? Her pictures of her ex-boyfriend or something? They're on the phone exploring stuff. Yeah, I mean, can't say no about a thrifty woman. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he wants a tosser one. No ifs, ands, or buts, but he wouldn't be sitting there if he didn't. But he's just like, if I can get through these red flags, and if I can get that gag ball that I put in the suitcase in her mouth, we might be good. Because she hasn't showed up yet. You and Tammy are heading to Vegas for Monday. That's cool. If you're around till Friday, come say hello. And he's got a wallet full of Arby's coupons. No way. They do offer coupons? Wow. Oh yeah, she could be like, here's my OF. No, here's me and my daughter's OF page. If the red flags weren't enough. Isn't it, Mike? I freaking agree 100%. I could make an entire show just out of this event. Alright, let's see. She got up first. Alright, he's wearing Dockers. That's not a good look, bro. Alright. He's in decent shape. She said she has to head to the vet. After all the freaking year and a half I've been here, I did not know True Bar had its own bathroom. Duh. I was like, what's it? The other day they told me the bathroom. I said, I'm going to run up to the bathroom. It's on the freaking 3rd floor. And they're like, why? There's one right there. I was like, no shit. It's down a freaking alley and whatnot. Yeah, alright. So now, We have to see if she ditches him. She got the free drink with the coupon. Come on, turn on. Jeff with the 2 Bananamas for the analysis activities. All right. There he is. You see him? Okay. Wait. Let's rearrange. Let's remount over here and see if she actually comes out or not. Oh, she's gonna ditch him. Is she gonna be like? She's gonna do like a ring and run on his ass. But dude, dude's got to up their wardrobe game. I mean, he has some Dockers from like 1994 on. Remember I told you a belt changes everything? If he had a nice belt on with them freaking old ass faded Dockers, out of style ass Dockers, it would still be a little better. And he's wearing blue socks, which is okay. Yeah, blue. She wore brown shoes, all right. But anyway, you can't wear blue from the freaking head to your toe. If he rocked a nice brown belt, maybe some brown shoes, all right, then it kind of distracts from the freaking 28-year-old freaking Dockers. But bro, I should be a fashion consultant too. I wish we could have. Was there more people? That's why I always used to like going to freaking the Rio, to the hooker bar in the back, and then you could do. We used to play. I told everyone we used to play Guess Who to Hoe, and figure out who's transactional, who's there just hanging out, and all this other shit. But I enjoy it. I think it is. I don't know. She said that she's gonna use the can. And then they're gonna cruise on over to the Flamingo. That's what I overheard. Yeah, Dockers were like, phew. Last time I wore Dockers, I was riding a freaking dinosaur. Dockers. He ran like Goodwill. Oh my god, that's freaking bad. Maybe they'll go to Ocean One. I'm curious to see if she's gonna ditch him or not. She's like. She's probably on the phone right now, calling like Chad or whatever. Hey, Chad, rescue me. Let's see if she's over there. How long does it take to use the bathroom? Yeah, I mean, I agree. You gotta take a chance. I'm more of a like, let me just hang out, let him come to me type of guy. I'm not like, hey, let me get your digits, baby. Baby, you like an amusement park, and I want to take all the rides. That's really not my style. I'm just into that, like, stupid, ridiculous chemistry, that you sense from, like, 30, 40 yards away. All right, I don't see her. I think she ditched Homeboy. I think Homeboy ditched her. Wait, hold on. Let me go look. Let's go look. Hold on. No, he's still there. We just can't see him. Yeah, right? She's like, you go out first. I'll go out second. Wait, here she comes. Oh, she's coming back in. Why is she coming back in? She's coming to talk to me now. Don't come talking to me, woman. I mean, I dig the whole sundress thing because it's kind of modest, but I have no idea what's going on under there. And neither does he. You know what I'm saying? Could have like extra apparatuses down there. All right, wait, hold on. I gotta go look. Alright, they're gone. They walked out together. So that was fun. That was interesting analysis. This chick over here has got like mad traps. That's cool when a chick has like traps. Mad trapezoids. Alright, what are we talking about? Bags in the reel. Lance still wants her, bro. I think he scored her. I think he's taking that down. Yeah, I'd make a good private eye. You know what? I once, when I lived in New York, I wanted to see how difficult it would be to get my license because it's what I do now for a living. I mean, you know, YouTube isn't my whole thing. I just analyze shit. I analyze people. I'm extraordinarily good at analyzing people and situations. Like, put me in a room with someone for 2 minutes, I'll tell you everything you need to know. It's freaky. I don't apply that to everyone. So don't worry. But yeah, I know shit. Basic Black is very slimming. Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't too slimming. That was what I was saying. You don't know what's going on under that. Yeah, I mean I like modest, you know? I mean outside. In the house, no. Just walk around friggin' naked. Or not all naked, just a little bit. You know, something, you know, a little teasy, but once you go out of the house, modest. Yeah, I use my powers for good. Exactly. Yeah, she might have had might have had a lace and cable. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. I'm reading everything. Body language when they left says, yeah, they did wait. Like, she got up first, which, as a man, you probably shouldn't let that happen because you want to take, okay, fellas, you want to take the lead in everything, even standing up. You know, when it's ready to leave, you know, you stand up first, you lead, you take charge, you know, so you're saying, all right, it's time to go, we're up. And then, you know, you want to take her chair out, whatever you want to do, however gentlemanly you want to be, but you should be the first one to stand up. The fact that she stood up first, she's leading, number one, so that's not good. And number two, well, maybe she had the number two, but no, not a good thing. But yeah, I did want to be a private eye, but then the hoops, I mean, it would be easier to become a freaking cop in New York than a private eye. But I'd be good at it. Yeah, she was leading and everything, like, you know, but he was just like, you know, he was very blasé. But when he stood up, his demeanor was very passive. You know, like she dominated the conversation, she dominated their interaction, she dominated the fucking paycheck, the check. Like, if that was me, and the chick was like, oh, I got a BOGO, I'd be like, we're good. I ain't worried about saving like $7, you know, we're good. We don't have to do this whole mess, you know? Whatever, you want to take a selfie? Let's take a selfie. I wouldn't have dealt with that either, you know? That's just me. That's too much. Nah. Oh, you got a BOGO coupon? All right, cool. You know? No. You know, I just would have been like, no, we good. Trust me, baby, we good. You know, you can save the BOGOs. I'll give you a BOGO later. That's what I would have said. No shit. I would have been like, look, I got a BOGO for you, but it ain't gonna be over here. That's me. If that makes sense. Yeah, masculine. Yeah, that was some masculine energy there. Yeah, passive guys do exist. You know, they do. I mean, it's not preferable, but there's a lot of them. Was it a job? Might have been a job interview. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I am a student of the human condition. Yeah, she's got gains. The chick with the traps. But yeah, always you gotta lead. You know, how do you see? All men are like, oh, I want a, you know, good submissive woman who's but then they don't lead. You know, how do you expect a woman to be like even remotely submissive, I wouldn't say obedient, but remotely submissive and listen to you and let you take the lead in things if you don't take the lead in things? It's by example. So if you get used to leading, I'm gonna stand up first. Let's go. You ready? Oh, I got a BOGO. We good. Don't worry about it. We'll BOGO later. I mean, in everything, take the lead. Impart that masculine energy. And then after a while, it's like, you know what? She'll be thinking in her head, you know what? Life is so much easier. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to put in all the mental freaking gymnastics. This guy's got me. He's got me covered. He's looking out for me. He's thinking for the both of us. This guy's all right. I can drop my ladies. I can drop my guard now. I don't have to exhibit the masculine energy. I can go into my feminine space. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a guy who's affording me that level of comfort and protection. You see what I'm saying? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can't expect a woman to drop her guard when you're not allowing that to happen. You're like leaving her in a position where she has to keep her guard up. And what do you expect? Oh, well, I don't want to put myself out there. I put myself out there for everyone, even women I'm not, interested in or whatever, or was ever interested in. I always take the lead. Women, when they're around me, I mean, I'm sure a few of you can attest, I got you. Nothing's gonna happen to you in my presence. You're good to go. You could just be you. I got the external shit covered. But men don't understand that. They want. So I'm calling out dudes. So everyone that says, "Oh, I'm misogynistic." No, I call out the dudes too because they want. But what kind of energy you putting out there? The tiny wiener energy, the passive energy. No, take charge. Take freaking charge. I mean, this shit is not taught anymore. This shit is not taught. Men don't pass this information on. I don't even know where I got it from. I mean, just being around, not hating and making the same mistake twice. I wish I had a woman who, well, be the man that. Duh. Alright, so you're gonna get burnt here and there, not appreciated or whatever, but someone's gonna be like, holy shit, you're the man I've been waiting for since I was a little girl. But yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I think most of the guys that, I don't know. See, YouTube doesn't tell me whether you guys are married or single or whatever the case may be, but it is what it is. Yeah, you gotta be, and that just permeates life, not just relationships. You gotta be a take charge dude in your meetings at work. When the frickin' break is over, be the first one to stand up. Don't be the last one. Break's over, back to work. Even if you're just, employed somewhere, be the first one to stand up. You know why? Because someone's gonna notice that. You know who's gonna notice it? Boss man. Damn, that guy's the first to show up, the last to leave, the first to stand up after break. He's down, He's that kind of guy. He has integrity. Being the last guy to get up, no. Take lead. And then men will accept your leadership too. That's another thing that people don't talk about. Men will accept your leadership. So the more passive men will accept your leadership as well. Alright, what up, Joe with 5 Banananas? Your high-value woman wants to get married in Denmark and live in Laughlin. Would you appease the dream? A baritone mic check. Do. She wants to get married in Denmark and live in Laughlin. Alright, The quick answer, the short answer is no. I don't mind the whole I mean, I'd have to want to too. Get married in Denmark. I mean, Denmark's pretty freaking awesome. Have a Viking wedding and shit. You know, where they tie your two arms together. That'd be alright. Laughlin can kiss my ass. Laughlin is 150 right now, and Laughlin is like where people go to die. It is like one of the most, I mean, it's got casinos, don't get me wrong, visit for a day or two, but that's where like people go to die, you know, on pensions and shit. That is not for me to go die out in the desert. So I'd say no to that. I'd be like, all right, you know, we could do the Denmark thing. I'd prefer the Sweden, but, you know, Denmark freaking cool, whatever. Move to Laughlin now, she'll move wherever I am. You know, wherever I plan on moving. I don't like, places to live are not done by committee. Not in my world, you know. To do that, that's too big of a decision to do by committee. You know, it has to be like, hey, where can I make the most amount of money? If it happens to be in Laughlin and someone's going to pay me like mid to high six figures to live in Laughlin, yeah, I would do that. But other than that, no. So that's the question. Bottom line, do not wait for it to happen. All right, Mike Beasley nailed it. Bottom line, don't wait for shit to happen. Don't wait for life to happen to you. You know, you gotta make shit happen, 100%. Stick to the Oompa Loompas. Exactly. You gotta be the one. You gotta be, everywhere you go and everything you do, fellas, you have to be what we call in the corporate world the disruptive force. You have to be the one creating the waves. You have to be the one, the rock in the calm pool. Not for bad, not for being an asshole, not for ego, not for look at that asshole, you know, always trying to frickin', you know, but on a productive, masculine leadership level. You should be the rock that ripples in the calm pond, you know? And let everyone take note of that. You gotta make stuff happen. That's the only way to live life, you know? Don't let life happen to you, because trust me, it'll happen to you. Time is not on your side. Life will F you up if you let it, you know? As long as you keep moving and moving forward and in positive directions, no, you're good. Yeah, all the good conversations. I love chatting chills. This is fun. What do we got? All women should be submissive and subservient and second-class citizens. What is a second-class? Why would that be a second-class citizen? I get the how would you say? I get the, not the sarcasm. I get your inference there. So if a woman is subservient and submissive, she is deemed a second-class citizen. Is that what you're saying? I beg to differ. Quite the opposite happens. See, women don't try it because they've been trained not to. And there are men who will take advantage of some. You cannot be submissive and subservient. That's a whole different thing. Submissive means letting a man take the lead and not dick measuring with him. That's all submissive means. You know, but oh my God, submissive. But most women never tried it, and they never tried it with the right man. Had they tried it with the right man, they'd realize that life becomes extraordinarily easy because they don't have to make every freaking decision on earth, number one. Trusting a dude to take care of you is a gift. The right man, anyway. And life becomes extraordinarily easy because if a man, see, this is the thing that people don't understand. When a woman's submissive, something takes place in a man's mind. All right, everyone listening? I'm gonna drop the truth bombs. When a woman is submissive to a man, a strange reaction happens. Like, okay, there's assholes who'll take advantage of it. Them being aside. Assholes aside, we're talking good men. When a woman gives herself to a man in a submissive fashion, I'm not just talking about in the bedroom, that's where the subservient part might come in. But a submissive, letting him lead. You know what happens in that man's mind? It's probably the only time that woman obedient like a sog. Oh, you're one of those. All right, well, stay tuned. Let me get through this, and then you could go on your whole feminist tirade. You know, what's your relationship like? That's all I want to say. How many cats do you have? That's all I want to say. Anyway, okay. When a man finds a woman who's truly submissive to him, aka lets him lead, this is what I'd like to do, this is where we're gonna live, this is what I mean, you can pick out the frickin' sheets, you can pick out the paint, I don't give a fuck about all that. You know, we're talking like the major decisions in life. Someone has to lead. You can't have a couple D-measuring. You can't, there's no two captains of the boat, and that's why all your relationships probably fail. Anyway, so here's the funny thing that happens. So women envision a man wrapping a woman around his finger, right? I mean, there's something to be said for that too. However, what takes place is when you find a woman who's truly submissive to you and is, it's coming from the inside. It's what she wants to do. It's what she wants to do. I mean, you might inspire it, but it's sincere, and it's what she wants to do. That man is gonna put her on a frickin' pedestal so high he could look up her dress, you know? He's gonna treat her like gold because he understands how rare that is. So who's really wrapped around whose finger? That is the dichotomy of the situation. You know, you're not gonna find that again, or maybe once or twice in your whole frickin' life. So why would you F that up? You know? Why would you F that up? You just wouldn't. You would treat her. So who really, you know? So is there really a power struggle going on, or has it become ultimately the perfect symbiotic relationship? The way it's supposed to be. How about that? Because no man's gonna toss that in the garbage. He will fight for you to keep you if you're doing it out of sincerity. Because here's the other thing. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So if you go ahead and like you could like get someone under your thumb, do this, do that, do this. But a person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. And that applies to relationships too. So if you make someone submissive or subservient, ultimately that shit's headed for disaster. But if you find someone who willingly submits to you and accepts your guidance as a masculine man, you will fight to keep her. You will fight her dragons and yours. You will move frickin' mountains for that woman. And that's what women don't understand. That's what women don't understand. But there's very few, like, really manly frickin' men left in the world, you know? Because they've been eating frickin' fast food and their testosterone is 206. And they're not being taught. They're not being taught how to be a man. You know, especially with single family homes, you know? They're being raised by their moms, and all they're learning is the feminine energy and the feminine side of life, and that's why they're all emotional. You know, a woman starts giving you shit, you know, and then you go back, and you're acting like a woman too. And it's like, no, you just go, are you done? Are you done? I think my coffee's ready. Give me my coffee, sit over here, and we'll talk about it. And she'll be like, oh, okay, I'll sit on your lap, daddy. You know? But, and you start arguing. That's all sorts of feminine energy. Don't do that shit. Never argue. Take control. Anyway, what up, Anthony? Us men's is the bosses and the women's should be the basins. It's part of our evolution historically. Yeah, I mean, back to the beginning of time, you know, if it wasn't money, like now women are like, you know, they equate money with security. So they go after guys with like good jobs and shit, you know, 6 feet tall, 6 figures, you know, that type of shit. But back in the day, it was like, who can kick the most ass, you know? They're manly men, you know? What up, Captain Dave? We're talking about all the lives. Yeah, being a married woman elevates you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't, you know, unfortunately, women have been freaking lied to with this whole feminism bullshit. You've been sold a bill of goods. You don't need no man. Really? Show me one woman that don't need no man, and they'll be like, Beyonce. It's like, you ain't fucking Beyonce. So just stop. You know? Oh, Oprah don't need no man. Well, you ain't fucking Oprah either. Just stop. You need a man. Every one of you needs a man. Well, you know, in some cases you need a woman, but whatever. That's beside the point. You know, no one's teaching this stuff. You know, women have been like bamboozled and crap. And men ain't no better because, you know, if you're not out there being all you can be as a man, how's a woman gonna be like wanting to be submissive to you? You know, they you know what? They'll make up their mind whether they want to be submissive with you as much as how you behave outside of the relationship as inside. I mean, if you're like, okay, do all this, you know, do all the submissive stuff within the four walls of your little home, but then outside she's watching you just like be wishy-washy and make shitty decisions and, you know, make feminine energy decisions, arguing over dumb shit, you know, not standing up for yourself at work, you know, playing fucking video games all day, you know, playing Candy Crush when you could be making some money, whatever. She's making decisions based on that too. You know, not just how you treat her, how you treat yourself and your whole life. Because she wants to submit to a man who got her and who got her covered. So she's viewing your whole life. Can I submit to this man? Does he have his shit together? Is he covered? Is he planning? Is he, you know, What do you want to do? On Raw and Uncensored today, I announced on Raw and Uncensored, I plan on hella high water retiring with a stack. We're talking 7 figures on Christmas Eve of 2030. I made the announcement and I'm sticking to it. And I have a plan on how to get there. I mean, I'm going to show everyone the journey and how I plan on doing it, but my watch is telling me to stand up. I've been sitting too long. F you. Invasive ass watch. Now, that's desirable. Like if you say, oh, when are you going to retire? I don't know, I'm going to retire in 5 years. How are you going to do it? I'm gonna play scratch-off tickets, or I'm gonna get a good job, or I heard about crypto, and maybe one day, I'm gonna buy gold. What? I got a plan. I can articulate my plan for the next frickin' 5 years to get me there. And then one would be like, I can submit to a man like that. You know, figuring this shit out. Fellas, a strong man puts his wife, family, and himself above him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like this. God, man, woman, children. That's the pecking order. I didn't come up with it. He did. Argue with God if women have a problem with that. What up, Juan? Bro, I agree, my woman needs permission to do anything. Okay, like, yeah, I mean, the context of your relationship and how you do it is up to you. I mean, slap an air tag on your woman, who cares, you know? I'm with a woman, I want to get the calls, I want to get the pictures, you know? Here's where I'm at. Here's who I'm hanging out with. You know, I don't do the girls' night out bullshit. I don't do the girls' trip to Vegas bullshit. I don't do none of that, you know? I'll lock the door sooner than let that happen. Oh, you're gonna go do this, that, and the other, you know? Show me some proof of life pictures. I don't fucking play. I keep forgetting we're not on Raw and Uncensored. I don't play. But you know what? Occasionally I'll be like doing that too. If I go on a business trip or whatnot, I'll be like, you know, I mean, not every night, every 5 minutes. I'll do like one call, you know, video call. Hey, check out the cool room and blah, 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 blah. Adios, you know? But, see, the thing that women don't get about relationships, you know how difficult, you know how against our nature it is at certain times to have like a full-blown relationship. It goes contrary to a lot of shit in our brains and in our lives. Imagine this. Okay, women out there, think about this for a second. And this will help you put men into perspective, even if you got one. I need more coffee. I'm not wound up enough. Women should be able to. Anyway, but you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. Just not because. Then you're just an asshole. But yeah, if you earned it, hell yeah. You say on your knees, get on your knees. And anyway, let's not go there. What were we talking about? Oh, women, wrap your head around this. Fellas, admit it. Okay, this is the male brain. And if women don't respect you in a relationship, knowing what goes on in the male brain, this is how the male brain goes. Imagine this, you're in a relationship, whether it's a month, a year, 10 years, 50 years, 30 years, whatever. Do you know what it's like as a man having to sneak into your own house because you felt like staying out late? Do you have any idea how effed up that is as a man? To sneak into your own home because you just felt like hanging out. You just felt like, I mean, if it's I'm not talking about, I hear people going there, oh, every Friday night he's going out getting, no. I'm just talking about tonight. For the most part, I'm responsible. I know I got shit to do when I get home. But tonight, I just felt like frickin' walking around the neighborhood and coming home at 3 in the morning. I just felt like talking to my bros until 4 in the morning. We're having a great time. You know, bros talk too and whatnot. We're talking about slaying dragons and whatever. And then you gotta sneak into your own damn house because you made a decision about your life that you wanted to stay out till 4. You have any idea how fucked up that is? You know? Or like, because you bought something. You know, you wanted to buy a new pew or a new, you know, dial or reel for this, you know, fast season coming up, and it's like $300, but you made the coin, you worked the OT, you know? You worked the hard job, and then you gotta like sneak it into. Imagine that as a grown-ass man having to do that. And every man does it. Even if his wife is okay and submissive, we all bullshit because of that. We know we're gonna receive some type of ration of shit about something. And we play this freaking game. Sneak into your house, tiptoe around, like you're going back to like when you were freaking 16 years old, you know? Because you don't want to hear the shit. Imagine that as a grown-ass man. Imagine doing that for 20 years, for 30 years, for 40 years, your whole life. You know how tiresome that becomes? And then you know what? Suddenly, she becomes the enemy in a man's mind. She's the adversary. she's holding me back. I can't even go and see my friends. I can't stay out late to just chill. I said I'd be home Friday. I feel like coming home on Saturday from this business trip, you know? This is just freaking awesome. They gave me a free night, you know? I want to fall asleep with the TV on. Fuck it, you know? And then you're like, oh, and then you go, oh yeah, well, you know, the boss called, I gotta work an extra day. That turns men into freaking liars, you know, busting his balls. But we've all snuck into our own house at some point. Even the women, I see all the women say, no, I would never do that, I would never do that. You have no idea that your man is sneaking into the house and doing this type of shit. But he is, trust me. I'm not calling you guys out, I'm not trying to ruin anyone's relationship, but that's just the game, you know? It's just the way it works. We know what's gonna piss you off, so we kind of tiptoe around it. So that's why he's perfect, because we mastered the game. But just understand how messed up that is as a grown-ass man to not to be able to commit to a woman and not be able to do the shit that you truly want to do. You know? Oh, it's the start of frickin' bow hunting season. But, you know, my sister-in-law is coming over. You know? You're just like, damn. Oh, he's such a great man. He gave up bow. No, he wants to freaking go. And he's just sitting there like that dude tapping his foot for 2 hours. I'm not saying that's with everything. Because me, if someone asks me, what time you coming home? You know what my answer is? Later. And if they don't like that answer, too freaking bad. I'm not setting, I've always endeavored to not set expectations. How long is this business trip? Could be 3, could be 5, could be 6 days. I'll let you know as it goes, you know? As a man, don't set expectations like that. You know, don't pin yourself down. When are you gonna be home? Later. You know, just later. Why later? Because I don't know. I just don't know. What you just said is why I'm divorced and will not get married again. Yeah, sneaking around your own house and all that other shit, kowtowing. You know, I mean, especially for a man who's, you know, got a pair of balls. It's just like, you know, it's neutering to like have to sneak around and do the shit that you truly want to do as a man, and you're not hurting anyone. Have I mentioned banging Becky at the water cooler? No. I'm talking about like fishing. Going to sleep alone in a hotel with the TV on and the air conditioning set down to 50 frickin' 9. You can't do that at home. Men, you like it cold, right? Sometimes, fellas? You'd like to put it on 59, put on the frickin' Walking Dead at 2 in the morning and fall asleep, you know? But you can't do that when you're married. And who's that hurting? Is that cheating? Is that banging Becky at the water cooler? No, it's just something you want to do. But it'd be, oh, it's too cold, you know, the whole shit. And it's just like, I just want to be cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking slightly from personal experience, but the rest, you know what I'm saying. Who you hurting, you know? You ain't hurting nobody. Sarasota Tim, right? Women vacuum, laundry, make dinner, but at the same time, all right, I'm with you. I'm with you, Sarasota Tim. However, no, it's not even a however. I'll say also, it should be like this. Oh, we got a troll. We got a troll. Thank you for the $5, but I'm now gonna block you, but thank you for the $5. Hey, where did you get the Mr. T starter kit? That is, that's part of my heritage, so that's you. Also, who said I was single, number one? I ain't saying I am or I'm not, I'm just not putting it out there. But I've had more women in my life than I've ever even looked at you. I've turned down more women than probably ever looked at you, so. Adios. All right, let's block this person. Add as moderator? No. Hide user. There we go. Thank you for the $5. Anyway, what are we talking about? What if she acts that way to you? You ditch her. That's part of being a man, you know, not being afraid like that's your last piece you're ever gonna get in your whole life. All right, so here's the other thing. This is the first commercial I got. That's a trip. That was the very first commercial I've ever gotten. Yeah, women should not be nagging at all. All right. Getting back to Sarasota Tim. Woman, cook, clean, blah, 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 blah. All right. This is the deal with that. You should also know how to cook, clean, do laundry, know what dish soap works best, know what laundry detergent works best. You should know all that shit too. 100%. As a man, you should know all that. You know? 100%. And she should know that you know all that stuff 100%. You should know, you should be making your bed, you should be ironing your shirts, you should own a steamer, you know, to steam out your clothes. You should have the good laundry detergent, not the shit, you know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that covered as a man too, to earn that level of respect. Because it's just like, I'm not saying it's, I don't, the whole splitting the chores, but you know, if she's busy, what are you gonna do? Let all the freaking dishes pile up? And then in her brain, she's gonna say, damn. He could kind of exist without me. He's fully capable of making all the money he needs for two people, or one person, or two people. He's got his shit together career-wise. He has his goals. He knows how to cook for himself, clean for himself, care for himself. What do I bring to the table? What do I bring to the table? Why does he need me if he's got all that shit covered? You better bring some submission. You feel me? It's just so easy. This is so easy. This is so easy, and I can hear the heads exploding out there. This is so freaking easy. So, she looks at you, you got your shit together. You know how to dress, you're making your money, you got your coin, you know, you care for your body, you know how to cook, you know how to clean. Yes, I would absolutely love one. Half and half? And you got all your shit together. You know how to cook. You don't need a mother. That's not why you get into a relationship, to replace your mom. You know how to separate your whites and your dark clothes. You know what goes in the dryer, what doesn't. It's rayon. It doesn't go in the frickin' dryer. It's polyester. You don't put it in the frickin' dryer. You wash your jeans and you frickin' dry them inside out so they don't get all fucked up. You know your stuff. And then she's left with the decision, what do I bring to this relationship? Why should he keep my ass around? I got nice boobies? So does everyone else, you know? Gotta be more than that. What am I offering this man? Get it in check, you know? That's all I'm saying. Or not, do you? I do me. Yeah, a lot of feminist men. Yeah, low T sucks. You had 4 what? But you know what? I cook really, really well. Is Bror setting himself up for failure? Have you noticed all celebrity couples seem to have perfect lives? Yeah, tell that to J-Lo and frickin' what's his asshole's name? What's that Ben Affleck? What? Brad Pitt and the other one? What does that even mean? I'm setting myself up. I'm teaching people lessons that will avoid failure. If you think that's failure, okay. All right. Let's go in the opposite direction. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Can I have my testicles back? You put them in the jar over there. Can I have them back now? That's why the world is so screwed up like it is right now. But what are we talking about? Yeah, Tom Brad. I mean, I guess that's some kind of weird thing. Yeah, celebrity. Very few relationships in general don't work out. The only relationships that work out is getting old deep. The only relationships that work out is when someone's in charge. Sometimes it's the woman, sometimes it's the man. I think there's a lot of men out there who find it easier to let the woman wear the pants. And then they're just like, all right, cool. You know, and then they just, yes, dear. There's a whole show called frickin' Yes, Dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Is that a happy life? Maybe for her, not for you, bro. Not for you. Oh, I just don't want to hear her shit, whatever. Well, you picked the wrong woman. Deal with it. Deal with it. I don't want to hear her shit. You picked the wrong woman. You better listen to that shit forever. That's called consequences. I mean, this should be a public service announcement. They should pause all frickin' TVs right now and put this out. I just fixed the world. Submissive, yeah, okay. Buy another cat. Oh, you don't have to buy them. They just follow you around. Like, oh, here's a boss babe. Let's go home with her. Dr. Phil became a millionaire. Mike, if I can monetize this, you know, if I can monetize this, I just haven't figured out an avenue by which to do it. But, I mean, I don't know about this. Get out of line, punish her, smack her around. No, deny her the D. Be good at the D and then deny her the D. No D for you. No D for you. No, please. I'm addicted to the D. No D for you. Am I dropping the truth or what? You don't have to punish them. Just do that. Be good at it. If you suck at it, it ain't gonna be a punishment. But if you're good at it, they're gonna be like, damn. I effed up. No D for me. Life is simple. Relationships are extraordinarily simple, but they have to start out correct. And you gotta have your shit together. You know? Go lift some weights. Go lift some weights. Get your testosterone right. I mean, granted, Sean Connery said there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, smacking a woman around here and there, but no. I mean, you know, like some playing around at bedroom level stuff, but other than that, no.
We're going to eat. Come on. This way.
Nah, now you're just being a dick. Don't be a dick. After doing that, bringing flowers the next day. Alright, whatever. Mrs. pulls out to... Well, that's another thing. You know? That whole toy business, that's a huge red flag. Alright, now you're going away. Sorry there. You know, I was entertaining you, Sarasota, but now you're just being a dick, so see ya. Hide user from channel, banned by pressing this button. See ya. Yeah, the whole toy thing, nah, that's red flag city. You know, I mean, is there any real difference between that and, you know, dude banging Becky at the water cooler? It's still a surrogate for, like, the real thing. Because guys can separate it mentally like that. Nah, that whole toy thing's gotta go. You are very welcome. What else are we gonna talk about? I'm just checking this out. And we only got 101 people. There should be like 10,000 people listening to this. But everyone thinks they got that shit figured out already. I have found the most beautiful middle-aged women are single for one reason. Someone else got tired of Yeah, I mean, that's the old adage. You know, if every beautiful woman, some guy out there is completely tired of her shit, you know. But that's what I said, you know. That's part of the thing is a woman is only yours for now. You know, the quicker men accept that, the better off we'll be. And I'm not saying there's no such thing as long-term successful relationships, but even if you're together for 35 years, right, and you die, you get tragically mowed down by something, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know if you were doing your...
Yeah, that's perfect.
I got you.
Thank you. You are awesome. All right. So, you get tragically mowed down in a freaking lawnmower accident. Mowed down in a lawnmower accident. You know, give it 2 years, give it 3 years, she'll be banging some other dude. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, unless she's like my grandma who, like, you know, she stayed, as far as I know, she stayed single her whole life. And she was, you know, my grandfather died when she was in her 40s. So she stayed single her whole life. She just said, you know, I had the man, had the love of my life. I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to family. And that's what she did. Was what it was, you know. Oh, but those were old-fashioned times. What? Needing something, but, you know, having to spread your legs is old, keeping your legs closed is old-fashioned. Opening them is modern. What the heck does that have to do with anything? Modern, old-fashioned, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's just yours for now. Because, you know, regardless, you've been happily married for 30 years, some other dude's gonna be sleeping in your bed, you know? That's just a fact. There's very rare a woman who, like, upon your passing, or upon the demise of your relationship, upon your divorce, upon your whatever, isn't gonna end up with another dude. It's just a fact. So the quicker men wrap their heads around that, the quicker it is to take a leadership position and say, okay, if she's mine for now, she's mine for now. You know what I'm saying? And not play games with it. Because when something happens with you get your schlong blown off, you know, somewhere, or some weird shit happens to you. You get eaten by a shark, you know, on vacation in the Bahamas. Give it some time. She'll be with another dude. I don't care who you are, how much she loves you, she'll be with another dude. You know I'm not. All you women know. But it's for companionship. You wouldn't want me to be alone forever, even though, you know, I'll still love you. You'll still be thinking about me while you're banging the new dude? Really? Really? Now, that's a bunch of copium if I ever heard it. Woman's only yours for now. It's just your turn. So make the best of it. You know, why settle? As a man, why settle? If she's only yours for now, why settle? And not be happy and sneak into your own house. If this woman that you're sneaking into your own house for, if you died on the way in, is gonna end up banging someone else, then why are you sneaking around? Why are you sneaking into your own house? Does that make sense? Isn't that kind of dumb? Just be the person you are. Be the man you are. And if she's down, she's down. If she's not, let her be someone else's. Easy. That's just that life is so freaking simple. It's unbelievable. My watch is down to 18%. Wrap your head around tiny concepts like that. Yeah, these. That's why I'm so happy to be here. They're so nice and kind, and I'll tip them both $10, just because they're cool. I like being here. I'm so glad they got their internet back up. Life goes on, and hopefully that person still gets to be happy. All right. How many women out there, if your man died, would you stay celibate? How many? Roll call for the women who'd be just like, I'm good. He was the love of my life. I ain't even looking at another man. How many? That's what I want to know. Val Marie? Cool. Doreen? Cool. Marie Bella? Cool. All right. Men's emotions should be real in relationship, not enhanced or diminished by any outside substance. When it comes down to a man, as a man is, good judgment. And it's a little too deep for me. Not enhanced or, I think he's saying diminished by any outside substance. Yeah, stay away from freaking people who drink and smoke and party and all that other shit. At least to excess. I'm not gonna judge anyone. Yeah, I mean that's it. What's the quickest way to get over a man? Get under another one. I mean these are women expressions. I know that. I mean, same thing with dudes. What's the quickest way to get over a woman? Get over another one. I mean, yeah, but not necessarily necessary. I'm a guy at the worst age of 40 and supposed to be alone, focus on my kids. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about that during that driving chat the other day. Drama. You know how wonderful it is to live without drama? I would say I'm like nearly drama-free. And the only drama I ever have is the shit I create myself. Other than that, I don't have drama. I don't have any external shit. Or I just don't let it bother me. I mean, throw all the frickin' spitballs and bullshit you want at me. It doesn't faze me, Because I know where it's coming from, When an asshole farts, it's still an asshole, I'm not going to be like, ooh. People don't know how to deal with, stuff. I think you learn to take things from where they're coming from and who they're coming from. You don't have any drama. Jamie, we got a lot of good women on board here. That's freaking awesome. Their emotions should be real and related. You don't want a man who's too emotional. See, men and women are different. Men, see, this is another lesson for the ladies. Men are about demonstrative behavior. If a man is willing to take a bullet for you, he loves you. If a man he has you walk on the opposite, the traffic's here, he puts you over here, he is telling you he loves you. That's an expression of emotion, but a demonstrative one. Just because a man isn't like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you too, oh, you're so special, I love you, most beautiful one. No. Just don't. I'm not saying you can't drop your guard and be like, yeah, I love you, blah, 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 blah. But men are, by nature, it's an action thing. Words mean shit. When a woman says, I love you, I love you, I love you, for the most part, it's kind of bouncing off us. I'm gonna say it like it is. When you tell your man, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then you're dick measuring with him at the dinner table, what men are just like, I hear the words you're saying, but your behavior, that whole talk to the hand thing, is telling me the opposite. So which do I believe? What I see with my eyes or what I hear with my ears? No, I'm going to believe what I see with my eyes before I believe the hearing part. That's men. You know, so you could talk to us all you want about love, this, that, and the other. How do you behave? Well, that's not what I heard. That's not, love is just knowing when to shut the fuck up. You know? Love is knowing when to, like, bring the coffee and leave the bullshit at the door. That's what, then we're like, oh my God, she loves me. She knows how I like my coffee. She loves me. That's what makes our world rock. You know, life isn't a frickin' Hallmark movie. We don't deal with that shit. Yeah, men and women are different, you know? Men and women are completely different. Actions do speak louder than words. Not saying a man can't be demonstrative, but a real man is demonstrative in almost everything he does, but sometimes women take that for granted, or they're just like, whatever, you know? Stuff. Sometimes when a guy is telling you, I don't want you going to the club with your girlfriends or your single girlfriends, you know what he's really saying? I love you. How about that? How about them eggs? How about them apples? That's what he's really saying. Oh, he's just being controlling. And then you throw it back in our face. No, I just told you I loved you. I care so much about you. You're such a big part of my life that I don't want anything to happen to you in the freaking club. That I don't want someone putting some shit in your drink. That I don't want, you know, you have to beat off guys. I don't want none of that for you. You're too good for that. So that's us saying, I love you. Oh, he's just being controlling. Then you throw it back in our face because that's what Oprah told you to do. Or Taylor Swift. You know? That's how men demonstrate. Men are supposed to understand everything about women and what makes them tick and whatnot. Do women ever take the time to figure out how guys tick? I think there's the closest to like what a lot of women ever heard out of a man's mouth, you know? They're just like, I don't need no man. Until they do. Richard with the 25 Bananaramas. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That's why sometimes I like having these chat and chills. I know so many widows and widowers who are good people and found a second chance for love. It can happen. A second, so I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I mean, okay, from a guy's perspective, yeah, I'll still probably be horny if, you know, my wife's died if I was married, you know, and I probably banged Becky at the water cooler, because that's a biological function. I'm not talking about, like, settling down and freaking starting a second family and shit, you know? But if a woman says, you're the love of my life, says those words, you're the man I've always wanted, how could she replace you? That's a second chance at love. I don't get that. You had the love. You had the love of your life for 30 years. So this is a second chance at love. I don't get that. That must be a female construct. But that's what I'm saying. That just proves my point. That's women's thing. Till death do us part. As soon as you're dead, I'm a free agent. That's how women think. And that's how women also, you know, that's why it's the money thing. You know? What's his is ours and what's mine is mine. That's how a woman thinks. So when you're dead, they can kind of get through, you know? I get that. Reasonable. But that's a 100% a woman thing. Second chance at love. That's a Hallmark movie. Men don't exist in a Hallmark movie. We exist in like Vikings and Platoon. You know, we don't exist in freaking Hallmark movies. You know, oh, I got a second chance at love. You know, no, one was good enough. You know, forget the urge. There's a next door neighbor over there. Other than that, I'm cool. I don't want to sneak in my house anymore. I'm gonna go fishing. I'm gonna sleep with the TV on. I could skip a day without a shower, you know? We'll just go back to being like dudes and whatnot, you know? But men are like, oh, I found a second chance at love. Hey, fellas, come here. What? You know my wife's talking, right? Yeah. I found a second chance at love. Said no man ever. Said no man ever. It's just not us. That's a woman construct, which reinforces the fact that a woman is only yours for now. It's just your turn. Because a woman, see, that's pre-wired. Second chance at love, don't want to be lonely, second chance, you know. It's just the way women are wired. Women are not, they're loyal until they're not. Men will more likely to stay loyal even after the female is dead than a woman. If I say I'm loyal to you, I'm gonna be loyal to you till the day I frickin' die. That will be the truth. How many women are loyal, like that level of loyal, except my grandmother. My grandmother was loyal. My grandmother dedicated herself to the kids and, you know, me and life and snowball fights in the summer. She used to freeze snowballs and shit. You know, she didn't have that freaking copium, you know, that, oh, second chance at love. Tell your husband, like, look in your husband's face right now and say, you know what? When you die, I'm gonna be banging some other dude because I need a second chance at love. Want to ruin your relationship now? Tell him that. As soon as you're gone, I'll give it a little time, but I'm gonna be banging some other dude before you know it. Because I need a second chance at love. See how long your current relationship lasts. That's all I gotta say. Show me the man who's gonna be like, good, honey. High five. That's the difference between men and women, right there. Women always have an exit strategy. Second chance at love, this, that, all that other shit. No. And that's one of the reasons men don't even want to get involved anymore, because we understand this about women. Being alone makes a person grow and, yeah. I mean, I like myself, you know. My grandpa was an awesome dude. My grandpa was an awesome dude. Men don't marry for love, for the most. That's true. That's true. We marry for peace. Most men will marry for peace. Oh, this woman is affording me peace and comfort. You know? That's what men want. Men want peace. Men don't want talk to the hand, boss babe energy, dick measuring at the frickin' dinner table, you know, arguing over this, everything done by community, sneaking into your own house. That is not a peaceful life. We just want peace. Just total peace. And a woman who could afford it's just peaceful. You come home, it's like your oasis. Like your home is actually an oasis. You're out fighting dragons all day, trying to get promotions, trying to collect on debts, who did this, who did that, blah, 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 blah. And then you gotta come home to more bullshit? No, you want peace. Your home should be an oasis, you know? Bro, what I hear you saying is, in a bad relationship, they are too much in their minds, trying to decide the other's intentions, and I mean, to a degree. And, you know, we've all been in bad relationships. 100%. There's too much in their own minds trying to decide. Yeah, I mean, okay, if you're already pulling like the exit strategy when you're in a relationship, one foot is in the freaking grave anyway for that thing. The minute you start resenting the other person for anything, it's already over. So you might as well just end it. The second resentment sets in, like I resent having to sneak into my own house. The minute that thought enters a man's mind, relationship's over. The minute she starts resenting you for your behavior, that relationship's over. There's no saving it, no counseling, nothing's gonna fix that shit. But, yeah, when you're becoming adversarial, this is what I gotta do in case of this, in case of that, blah, 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 I gotta be strategic about this, I'm gonna put aside this money, you know, if something goes wrong, I'm gonna go live with this. Yeah, once you start doing calculations that you're just not like, fuck it, we in this until we die, you know, and you know what, I'll see you in heaven, because that's how much I love you. I will see you in heaven, you know, it ain't till death. I mean, just think of that a woman must have wrote that, till death do us part. Oh, so I get hit by a truck on the way home, you're gonna be bopping Chad? What's that all about? This death do? I thought you loved me. Well, just while you're alive, you know, and then I give it a day or two, whatever, and I'll be banging the neighbor, you know? No. And they say men are unfaithful. It's the love of my life. How does that change? You're the love of my life. Until you're not? Then that's what I'm saying. When we hear the yapping, I love you, you're the love of my life, you're the man I've dreamed of. You know, we just go like, toom, toom, half the time. Because it sounds nice, but we know in reality, there's always going to be a second chance at love as soon as we're out of the picture. You know? It's just being realistic. That's why a lot of men don't even want to get involved, you know? Don't want to put themselves on the line like that. My grandfather remarried within 3 months. Wow. And my grandmother died after 60 years. Because he didn't want to be alone. That's interesting, Jamie. I mean, I've had family members do that too. I have one of my childhood friends died, and his wife married his cousin within 2 years. Tell me there wasn't some footsie under the table, you know? Number one, that's what I was thinking. If I was still back there, I would have freaking had a talk with his ass. But they're supposedly happy, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I don't get it. Second chance at love. Well, you got grandkids to worry about. You need a second chance at love? Love your grandkids. You know? No, you're talking about you need a second chance at this? You know, get a little itchy? What? You know, I mean, for a guy, it's different. That I don't get. So he married someone after 60 years, so he was in his 80s. I mean, might have been a financial decision. Thank you for the 2 Bananamas. Will an AI bot give you a piece? Oh, absolutely. When they become available, I'll get freaking 50 of them. I'll get a swarm of them, you know, just for the hell of it. One is a chauffeur, one is a cook, one is a domestic. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the AI bot women I want. And if my real woman's jealous of it, then she's not a problem. Anyway, those are just fembots, you know? Those are just domestic people. Anyway, would I ever bang a robot? I don't think so. If that's what you're asking. Yeah, that I don't get. I mean, I get if there's like some type of, you know, sex, Yule tension, you might want to like relieve it with someone as a man, because we can distinctly separate between that act as being a bodily function and loving someone. You know, I guess women are becoming like that too, unfortunately. But for companionship, I don't know. After all that, do you want someone still living? You still want to, like, not be able to control your own damn thermostat after 60 years? You know? Do you still want to go back to that? Like arranging shit in your cabinets because that's the way she likes it, you know, and you just get used to it? Do you want to go back to that after 60 years? Nah, not me. I'd be just like, cool. 59 degrees on the thermostat it is. Shring. And when I needed company, I'd go find company, you know? I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't know why I chose to do that. Yeah, why be jealous of a robot? I mean, like I said, I wouldn't, you know, not for boot knocking. Yeah, women want peace too. That, again, you're 100% correct there, because a lot of women, thank you, I appreciate that. And I respect you as well, and you have a good night. And I appreciate your input. Yeah, women want peace too, and too many men, and I see it here. I mean, this is, you know, this is all the people watching I could possibly want here in Vegas. That feminine energy, you know, men just have a lot of feminine energy. Like, you know what the highest divorce rate is in the world, but specifically in America? You know what what people have the highest divorce rate? Lesbians. 2 women married has the highest divorce rate on the planet, because they get tired of their shit, each other's shit. 2 women with feminine energy button heads is bad. So then you got men out there that are just, they're just in their femininity. I don't know other way how to say it. Just, you know, they're just out there being feminine. Or yes, even yes dear is feminine. Yes dear, that's feminine AF. Just put in a freaking tampon if you ever said that. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, men with a lot of feminine energy are not gonna be peaceful men. They're gonna argue back with you, like bickering and stuff, all that other bullshit. No, I'm just gonna say my piece and freaking that's it. I'm not gonna bicker and argue and all this other stuff. Say, you know, I'd prefer you didn't do the whole girls' night out thing. Should you? Might as well just pack your shit. I'm not gonna argue about it. I'm gonna just set my boundary. This is my boundary. You wanna violate my boundary? You're making the decision. I'm not. That's my boundaries. It's not my opinion. It's my freaking boundaries. This is what I will accept. This is what I won't. If you choose to do, I'm not gonna argue with you. Oh no, how could you? Blah blah blah. I trusted you. You said you loved me. I'm not gonna do that shit. That's all sorts of feminine. I'm just gonna be like, all right, that was your choice, not mine. Oh, but I still want to stay. No, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, girls' night in, I'm okay with that. Exactly. That's why I always say girls' night out. Girls' night in, I'm okay as long as it's not like a, you know, a toy party or something weird. You know, we're gonna sit and frickin', you know, pillow fight and talk about frickin' Matthew McConaughey or some shit. You know, then no. If it's all like a bunch of single women, I wouldn't subject a woman I'm with, because she's not single, to that energy, because it's going to be all about, you know, who they bang. You don't need no man. They're going to try to convince her that she made pillow fights, awesome, but because they're all single, they'll try to convince her that she made a poor decision. That way she could be single too, because misery loves company. So you do not want to subject your relationship to that energy. But if, you know, they're all like in stable relationships and they're all polishing their nails and pillow fighting and all that other stuff, cool. I'm cool with it. I do want pictures. I want proof of life pictures. But other than that, I'm good. I'm good. You know? It's the out stuff. No. I'm coffeeed up. Yeah. And I do gotta see a man about a racehorse. I'm gonna bust. cannot buzz. See, now I'm down to like 70 people. Oh, mama's boys. Well, see, I mean, fortunately, I was raised in a single mother home, but I left when I was young. I mean, I don't think it was even legal to leave when I left. I mean, I left extraordinarily young because it was the best decision I made. It was a hard start, but it was the right start. But, you know, think of the amount of single moms, they wear it as like a badge of honor. I'm a single mom, I'm raising my son. No, you're raising him, unfortunately, you're raising him to be a woman, to have female energy and emotions. And that's what, you know what? Men who are raised by women tend to be more violent than men who are not raised by women. That does not make sense, right? But statistically, going back to the FBI, whatever statistics you want, men who come from single family, single mother households tend to be more aggressive because they have not learned how to control their emotions. You know, they haven't been taught how to think pragmatically, how to, you know, everything's like, men, yeah. That's a fact. That is a fact. Is going to the movie with an in-law okay? Yeah. I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're gonna go watch, 50 Shades of Grey or some shit, then that's a no-go. But, you want to see a movie that, like, I would not want to go see? Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Still, I'd want proof of life pictures, but other than that, yeah, I'm okay with that. With an in-law, as long as it's not like of the opposite sex, that's a problem. But if it was the same, yeah, that doesn't bother. I'm not an ogre. I'm not a control person. I am protective. There's a big difference, and I don't think women separate controlling from protective. I protect what's mine, and possessive from protective. There's a huge difference. I am not possessive, although, yeah, if you're mine, you're mine. End of story. If you say, I am yours, I will accept you. I accept you, you're mine now. Bang, done. If that's willing, give yourself to me, you're mine. So is that possessive? Whatever. Protective? Yes. I will protect what's mine. And if you're mine, I will protect you. And I will protect you from all the assholes. I will protect you from all the bullshit. I'll protect you from everything. I'll protect you from yourself, too. Because that's just my nature. But I am protective. I will protect my territory. It ain't about being, oh, he's so jealous. He doesn't like that guy, at the water cooler talking to me. He doesn't want me to, have my guy friends anymore. It ain't about that. This listen, I bought the car. Take the for sale sign off. If these guys still want to come around with the frickin' good morning sunshine texts and whatever, we're going to have a problem. First I'll have a problem with them, then we'll have a problem with you. That's just the way it is. Is that jealous? No. Because in my mind, it's like, if a guy can take your woman away, then she was never yours in the first place. So I'm not jealous. It has nothing to do with jealous. In my mind, I'm like, who's better than me? That's the way a guy has to think. I don't care what you look like. You can look like a troll under the bridge. You have to think, who's better than me? Anyway, no, it's not about that. It's not about jealousy or this, that, or the other shit. It's just like, hey, you're in my turf, bro. I ain't playing that. Ain't jealousy, ain't, any of that. Ain't possessive, yeah, a little bit, but ask your woman, are you mine? Are you mine? You freely give yourself to me? Are you mine? Yes, dear. Alright. So don't call me possessive, because now I just took possession of you. You're mine. You are mine. I will take care of you. I will treat you as an extension of myself. I will treat you better than I treat myself. Because you're mine. If you don't want to be mine, go be someone else's. Anyway. A lot of trust issues here. I don't have trust issues. Is that for me? I don't have trust issues. Big difference between control and protect. Absolutely. 100%. Depends on what kind of... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is freaking awesome. Oh, no, not me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't trust. You know, okay, put it this way. Do men trust women? Do we 100% ever trust a woman? No. Men do not ever 100% trust a woman. I travel in circles of men like myself, and I've encountered men who are, you know, a little more passive, a little more yes dear and whatever. No man 100% trusts his woman. No man ever will. No man ever should. You know why? Because in the back of a woman's mind, it's always a second chance for love. There's always they're indoctrinated with like a second chance of love. She found her second love and da-da-da. Oh, it was just magic. She didn't want to be alone. So happy to see. How can you trust a woman that's been programmed that there's a second chance for love if you're not in the picture? You can't. It is impossible to 100% trust a woman who has an exit strategy of second chance and love. I'm not saying we're going to take it out on you and be like, oh, I don't trust you for this, I don't trust you for that. But deep down inside, you know that if you get hit by a bus, she's going to be bopping some other dude in a matter of months, maybe, weeks, years, whatever. It's going to happen. It is legitimately going to happen to you. So how can you fully say, I trust this woman? Because in the back of her mind, she's like, if you're gone, I got a second chance of love. I mean, maybe not actively, but how do you give yourself over? Like, men are far more faithful than women, in my opinion. Far more faithful. I will argue that for that point forever. Men are far more faithful than women, what society gives them credit for. Women, I mean, because we're not thinking like that. We're not thinking, wow, when she dies, I'll have a second chance at love. Well, you know, if she ever dies, I'll remarry because I want companionship and I got that secret bank account. Men are way more faithful. We don't have that long-term protectivism that takes place in a woman's mind. We're not wired like that. You know, we just go back to, hey, now I can go fishing. You know? Now I can buy that freaking sports car. Now I can sleep with the TV on. Now I don't have to sneak in the house anymore. That's the life we go back to. We go back to bachelorhood. We're not like, oh, a second chance at love, you know? I get to, you know, do this with someone else now. We're not thinking like that. Men are far more faithful than women. I will die on that hill. 100%. Anyway, you know what other hill I'm gonna die on? I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. Therefore, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow night, but we will do something tomorrow night. The 4K of the Bellagio is coming out. I hope that was fun. I thought it was fun. But I love you guys, and I like talking to you, and that was fun. So, one last time, I'm going to invite you, if you're not already, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And, Bror Fredrik, raw and uncensored. You think this was raw and uncensored? You ain't seen nothing yet. Go check me out over there. I mean, this is going to get demonetized. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That feminist probably already recorded me. Oh my God, he said the word submissive. So this will be demonetized. But we can talk about anything. Hey, Bror Fredrik, raw and uncensored. I'll drop a freaking link in there, give you 20% off or whatever. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love yous. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.